on defense there. They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis there to make the grab. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Lutz with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10 now, Ryan. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Ryan will throw again. And that is incomplete. So after 3 drives it ended touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. They get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are is capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 30 on second down, Ryan lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there. Just before halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington has taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Uncorks one for Davis. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Able to connect with Mims. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Coach. Thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Now it's Ryan. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Able to slither by. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for Bush. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. David Njoku there to make the grab. And Washington has taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He'll buy some time right. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Well, Carter Landry maybe doesn't have the speed he once had in his Longhorn days, but he showed a nice little burst after that catch.
Almost like he had a little bit of a throwback there, huh, partner? Because while he was never really a burner, he did have the ability to outrun linebackers. And here, as you described, he looked like the 2014 Carter Landry, and he rumbled for a big gain.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Once again, it's Mostert. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that's caught by Landry for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Got a man, it's Diaby Brown, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Washington on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Ryan. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Play action. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver there was Donald Parham. And now it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On first down, right back to Gibson. Tackle made by Foley Fadukasi, the former UConn Husky.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35, the 30, 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
And that's caught by Landry. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jets on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In clutch territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Returnable here for Davis. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Completes to Njoku. Gets through and now an opening. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And some room to maneuver. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture it.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at that they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.